Alright guys, today I'm going to show you how to combat drop a Cummins off the back end of a trailer with no ramps. Stay tuned. Alright guys, welcome back to another episode. Wow, it's been a crazy week, I'll tell you what. So today's going to be extremely busy. Well, first off, I want to install some awesome rock lights on the LBZ that I'm driving right now. It's been a while. I actually had to rip them off when we had the truck painted. And then second, I got to fix the skid steer. It seems like a lot of YouTubers right now are buying skid steers for some reason. But got to get that thing ready for the winter time because I use that to plow the driveway. But not only that, I'm going to attempt to use that to pull the cab on the Dodge, the Cummins that we just bought for the channel. But right now I'm actually headed to the post office again. Guys, I do appreciate you guys buying things on the website. I know that we just closed out the truck giveaway, but I've seen a few orders come through and I've been filling those. So thank you so much for that. It's been very, very helpful to support and aid some of the truck parts that I'm buying for these vehicles. So thank you so much for your support. I left that link in the description below. But today we're going to have a lot of fun. I'm actually going to be putting wheels and tires on the Cummins today. Just some rollers so I can get it off the trailer. I was just cut off. My camera just died on me. But cell phone time. But here we go. I need to know from you guys, especially some of you experts out there that do body work. I'm going to pull the carpet back a little bit and see if I'm going to keep the cab. Because I kind of want to salvage it. I'm thinking about doing rockers and cab corners on this one right here. Because what I'd like to do with the cab is completely strip it bare completely. And then get it painted and just get it completely refurbished. So, very busy day today. Stay with me on this. Watch till the end. We're going to be finding out together what the condition of that cab really looks like. The ugly truth. I mean, this thing probably has about, probably 15 winters on this truck. So, it's shot. But I think I could save the cab. I don't know. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and get into it. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so here's my junky skid steer. I love this thing and I got to keep it up. I got to keep the maintenance up, but it works perfect. I had to pull the wheel off and put a brand new tire on it. And of course, you know, my battery's completely dead, so I had to go to the D&G place and pick up a battery. I heard these are really good, these John Deere batteries. Definitely have to get this stuff on like right now so I can get this out of the garage so I can clear up space for all these projects that I have going on. All right, we're good to go. Have the tire on. So these just came in. Okay, so I know what you're gonna say. Oh, they're just boring rock lights, and they are. I totally agree. Guys, I get it, okay? I know it's just a truck, you know, but other than it just being fancy and look at me, my rock lights, what I really liked about the ones that I had is that you can go white light. So when I'm working in the wheel wells and the inner fenders, especially to get to like some of those up pipe bolts and stuff like that, when you turn these rock lights on, they really illuminate everything, especially under the hood. Because I'd like to put something like right here. So when I turn the rock lights on, you can actually see more. So I'm gonna install them on this truck today. And then we got a lot of other stuff to do today. So these are McTuning's newest version. I'll leave a link in the description, but they're the C2 RGB. And I got the 8-piece. And by the way, this is what the contents look like. But just like that, guys, it's very simple. This is all extremely easy to install. It's all plug and play. But what I like about these lights versus the older lights is these have more of a wider footprint to them. And there's more LEDs inside of them, so I guarantee you these are going to be a lot brighter than the ones that I used to use. I'm guessing this little module box right here has a preset, so if you don't use your phone and you turn this on, whatever the last color that you use is probably what's going to turn on when you hit that switch. That's really cool. Let's get this installed. Guys, so here it is, the rusty and trusty Cummins, and really quickly, let me show you guys a really quick review here. This is really cool. So this is going to be your on and off switch, and whatever was presetted from the app is what keeps that color, which is really cool. So if you want to change it out, you guys can definitely do that. But one thing that I did here, instead of, you know, drilling holes and running bolts and all that, the quickest way that I can do this was self-tappers. By far the best thing you guys can do because the install is very easy. It's just extremely time consuming. Probably one of the best things that I've done there was self tappers. And then of course underneath, I went ahead and just zip tied all the wiring Made it nice and professional looking so it doesn't look so messy. Just tucked everything in, made sure nothing was touching a drive shaft or anything that would spin or cause any friction whatsoever. Overall, the install went really clean. I'll leave a link in the description if you guys are interested in the McTuning rock lights. As a matter of fact, it seems like every video that I've posted so far has been a giveaway. So what I'll do is go to my Instagram, tag 3 buddies, follow McTuning, and I'll give away a set of those rock lights. They're not cheap, but they're not expensive either, so they're very affordable. But I mean, it'd be pretty cool to win one, wouldn't it? But I'm pretty excited that these things are actually installed because 1, truck shows, and then 2, when I'm working on my vehicle, I can kick those lights on. It'll give me additional lighting so I can work on things, especially if I'm like stuck on the side of the highway or something like that. It's just so practical. There's so many uses for those. Now, one thing I didn't reveal to you guys in the last video is offset right here. Unfortunately, we are rubbing right up against this little fender well right here in order to get this thing on. For me to unload this truck right now, it probably would get wedged right there. One of the best things that I have here is the winch. It's a 12,000 pound Badland winch from Harbor Freight. It works perfect for what I was trying to do. So I was able to grab it and pull it up. Unfortunately, it's not going to come down. So I'm going to swap out the wheels and tires. I don't know if you guys remember when I picked up the Donor Max, I'm going to go ahead and just slam those wheels on here. So once I actually offload this truck, it's not going to get wedged right in between these fenders right here. I'm going to go ahead and just switch out the wheels and tires on the trailer really quickly. You guys know I'm not a Dodge guy, but for some reason I thought the Chevy wheels would actually fit. However, the circumference of this right here is actually too small for that rear end. I come up with a different solution. You know what? Here we go. I got an idea. So that tire's flat. It's been sitting for a while, so I'll air that up. Probably hear the air compressor going off right behind me. An old trick that I used to do back in the Army. It's called combat drop. I used to do that when I dropped tanks off the back of my head. Back when I was an 88 Mike in the Army, we used to haul tanks across the desert in Iraq. If we had to pick up something that wouldn't start or just be completely dead, we'd call it a dead tank. In order to offload it off our trailer, we'd have to back up really fast and slam on the brakes, and they would just roll right off. Well, unfortunately, I don't have ramps connected to the back end of this thing, but the good thing is this truck's semi-lifted a little bit. Well, I think I'll clear the lip of the bottom of this trailer. This is a horrible idea, but I have to get it off the trailer. So I think with momentum, I can squeeze these tires right through this fender well right here. It's gonna get interesting, boys. All right, guys, today I'm gonna show you how to combat drop a Cummins off the back end of a trailer with no ramps. Stay tuned. All right, so I have this nice little stretch right here. The only problem is I'd hate for the truck to turn and then run right into the chicken coop and go into the pond. Although it'd be pretty entertaining to you guys. But I'm beating daylight right now, so let's go ahead and get this done quickly. Behind this one right here is we're gonna go ahead and back it up as fast as possible, slam on the brakes. In theory, this thing will just roll right off. But the good thing is if it hits anything, I don't care because we're restoring the truck anyways. And that's how you do it, folks. So it slammed down on the trailer pretty hard, but really no big deal as we got it off the trailer. And clearly it did nothing to the truck whatsoever. So we safely got it down without no one dying. So that's exactly how you guys combat drop a Cummins off the back end of a trailer. Now I just gotta get it to the garage. Hey guys, bear with me, I'm fighting the daylight right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull this panel off really quick. It's not like a Chevy where you could just pop the clips out. That one's stripped. Yay. Either way, all these panels will be new. So, all right, so this floor pan looks really good. Remarkable shape. Ugh, that looks horrible. Yeah, I don't want to spend too much time pulling the seats and stuff. We'll do that in a later video. But I can see right through that floorboard. there's a hole right there. So we have a hole rotted right through the floor pan. So in my opinion, I may end up just cutting what I can't save and then re-welding some of this back in. So, you know, some new sheet metal. Other than that, doesn't look too bad over here. I think I could save that. But check this out. That's all rockers that's just completely rusted through. So you guys let me know in the comments what I should do. Should I switch cabs? Because I don't even want to tear into the other side because I have a feeling it's going to look the same way. But what I should do, I don't know. I may have to put another cab on this. I don't know if I want to save it. We'll see though. I'll pull the seats. I'll pull the carpet completely off in another video. And stay tuned for that, guys. I really want to see if I can use this still because the integrity of the cab is still there. Guys, that's all gone. Matter of fact, that's all gone. So, but the good thing is right up here where this little seam is, all that's solid. So if I cut this cab corner completely out, I would have solid metal to, you know, weld to be able to get all this back on. So we'll see. As a matter of fact, I might even be able to, no, I'm gonna have to cut all that out. I may actually have to come all the way up to here, but we'll see. So as you can see, we have the skid steer done. I'm excited to finally start using that. Turn it and start it instead of using my SP tool jump pack. I use that thing all the time for this in order for it to start. But that's done. But guys, let me just sum this up here. You saw it. There's a hole in the floorboard. This video, you can't expect perfection. You know, there's certain things that just don't work out as they should. And I'm not completely well versed with the Dodge Ram body, so this is going to be some getting used to. But I already told you guys when I first picked up the truck that I'm biting off more than I can chew, but definitely doable. I can handle it. So guys, let me know in the comments what I should do with that cab. Should I go ahead and outsource the cab, you know, pick up a half-ton body, pick up an extended cab with a long bed, Dodge, you know, 94 to 02. If you have one laying around and you want to get rid of a roller or something like that really cheap that's clean, let me know. I may actually drive down and pick it up. I don't know yet. So load it up. Should I save it or should I trash the cab? In my opinion, you know, me coming back from Afghanistan and then Mitchell coming back from Iraq, him getting out of the Army, and then us meeting up with our diesel trucks back in the day. And like I said, we have history with this Dodge. It's been, you know, about 10 years ago when he first picked that thing up, and then to where it's at now, you know. Should I just save it or should I trash it? That's the question I have for you guys. I've done rockers and cab corners before in the past. As a matter of fact, I did a full how-to video on it. So I know I can handle that. At the same time, if I'm pulling the cab off the body anyways and I'm completely restoring this truck, why not set a cleaner cab on there? But then again, I got to switch VIN numbers. I got to switch titles and all kinds of other craziness. So that's kind of the dilemma that I'm in right now. But definitely glad that nothing happened when I took the truck off the trailer. I really wasn't too concerned if something did happen. But I'm glad I'm glad it came off the way it should have. But that's it for this video. Make sure you guys head over to my Instagram, and if you want to win one of those McTuning rock lights, just head over there, tag 3 buddies in the comments, and follow McTuning One and Done, and I'll pick a winner within the next couple days. But again, I'm going to be jumping back and forth between all these different trucks that I have, you know, parts coming in, and then of course, you know, getting these upgrades completely done. So continue to follow along in this journey, and I do appreciate you guys. Of course, you guys are killing it. That's all the time that I have for today. Let's go ahead and get to work.